So here we are with the Zombie 8E from DHK. I'm actually running the provided battery, which is a 3S. And you know what? It's not that bad on 3S. I thought it was going to be a bit slow, but look at that. Jumps real nice. Very bouncy, as I suspected. Very bouncy. Those springs are really quite a hard spring, and with the oil being so thin, the car kind of bounces around a little bit. But it's jumping really well. Servo's doing an okay job. A little slow, but it's doing alright. Look at that. This thing's actually going okay. Although it does peak top speed very quickly down the straight. Ooh, hit that rock. Look at that. Doing very well. Except for the suspension. The suspension's incredibly bouncy. There's our first stack. But we recovered okay. Alright, now this is only a 2600 milliamp battery, so I don't want to go around here too many times. I want to jump this thing, so let's go bigger. Alrighty, 3S and big jump. Okay, first thing I'm noticing here is the servo's having trouble centering. You notice I'm sort of swaying and overcorrecting the car. Oh, that was a nasty stack. Let's go get it. Alright, let's go again. Suspension is, you can see bounces, rebounds. It's not really absorbing, it's more bouncing. So the shock oil is definitely too thin. And there's another one. Wow. Okay. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll go around the bend. Alright, that one worked okay. Tyres are actually pretty good. I don't mind the tyres. Stock tyres are doing alright. Come on. And another big bounce. Yeah, tyres are good. Servo's really weak and having trouble centering. So, let's see what it does around the bend. Alright, let's see what it does around here. Alright, not enough to clear the jump going this way. Does it have enough to clear it going the opposite way? Let's find out. That is a no. So 3S, not really a lot of speed. I mean, it's okay. It's not terrible. I've driven slower cars, but you definitely want to be running this one on 4S, I think, if you want to get maximum potential out of it. Which we'll be doing as soon as the battery dies here, which I'm assuming it won't be long. Oh, that almost made it. Nice. Just clipped the top of the jump there and kept on moving. Yeah, servo's really lazy. I'm gonna have to swap out this servo. I can't enjoy the car like this. I'm having a bit of trouble centering the car or centering the wheels. I'm constantly overcorrecting it. Oh, geez, I tell you what. I reckon a couple of teeth on the pinion here may just make this jump on 3S. Shouldn't have any troubles on 4S, of course. But as you can see, I mean, the tyres are actually holding okay. I'm not really having an issue with the tyres. It's more the servo. Oh, it's parked over there. I wonder what that means. Yeah, time for the big jumps. Let's go. Alrighty. Yeah, see, the steering's the only issue. Grip isn't the issue. Alright, can it make it going this way? If it makes it going this way, it's a good thing. Oh yeah, it makes it no problem. Excuse me, but the unfortunately it just slaps that bottom, that chassis really hard because the shock oil is just way too thin. Oh, nice four-wheel landing there. No backflips on 3S. Not even going to attempt that, it'll land badly. So there's not enough wheel speed to really do anything with it. But it clears the jump really well. Fly is really nice. A little bit nose, well, tail heavy on the flight characteristics, if you notice. Seems to be going nose up, which isn't terrible, and you can always hit the brakes and dip the nose. But for the most part, it's actually pretty easy to jump. Just definitely needs some heavy oil on those shots, I think. I'll be doing that after this run. Nice, smooth, very smooth. Tell you what, the battery's lasting a lot longer than I anticipated. I didn't expect to make it to the big jump. I was kind of expecting this thing to die out very quickly. So really giving it a bash here. Woo! Yeehaw! Come on. Want that battery to die. Really put it to the test. Oh dear, that servo. It flies really well. Oh! Wheelie on 3S. Probably had a helping hand from a bump or something like that, but at least it did it. Let's peg it. And oh, I hit the brakes way too hard. Had to hit the throttle again, otherwise I would have nose darted that. Alright, here we go. Last jump before we switch over to 4S. Here we go. Last one, and woohoo! I think the battery's dying because that was full peg and it barely made the jump. Yep, there it is. Not much power left. Yeah, that's it. LVC, perfect timing. Let's switch this one out to 4S and see what this thing can really do. Okay, now we're on 4S. Let's see how we go and how this thing performs overall. Definitely, very shaky. So I've actually had to put a soft pack in there. I've got a zippy pack because not many 4S packs will actually fit in there, and I can't even put two 2S side by side unless I go soft packs. The battery tray is actually very restricting, and not just that, but the straps that they give you, the Velcro straps. Hey, there we go. Good power. The Velcro straps they give you in the truck, they're not big enough to wrap around any of the 4S packs that I have, or even two 2S packs, because they're just not long enough. So I've had to put different Velcro straps in there, and that allows me to run this guy on 4S. So it's a little bit disappointing. I think DHK need to have a look at that. Why they don't give you some decent straps to be able to put 4S in the car. Whoa! Big stack. That was so ugly. Not just that, but the battery tray is actually quite small. There's not many 4S batteries that will fit in this thing. So that's a little disappointing. I'm really hating this suspension, by the way. The rear shocks have really softened out. It almost feels like it has no oil in there. So yeah, I'm not liking the suspension one bit, and I'm definitely not liking the servo. Let's go bigger. All right. Oh, trying to control it, it's not working. All right, are the tires going to be any good here? Oof. Big smackdown on that chassis there. Come on, here we go. Oh, that bounce. So not enjoying that bounce. You can see the kick up that's happening with the rear. Yeah, see how it goes nose up? You really need to be on your toes there. Don't let the car just go freely in the air. You do need to hit the brakes a little bit, because it will... Oh wow, did the switch just come off? Or rather switch off. I think that's what's happened. Let's go have a look. Yep, switched off. Once again, it comes with those sliding switches, which I really am starting to dislike more and more with every RC that I get. Again? Can't be. It's switched off again. This is incredible. Okay. don't know if I've said this before, but I really dislike those sliding switches that a lot of ESCs come with. Especially these rebranded Hobbywing ones. And again, look at that! Oh, you gotta be joking me. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually turned the switch around. So in order to turn the switch or the car on, you push the switch, you push the switch backwards. So every time the car lands, the switch would slide forwards, turning it off. Now I've turned it around. So the on position is actually forward now, not the other way around. So hopefully, if the switch is going to keep sliding forward, it's going to stay on the on position and it shouldn't turn off. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense, but we'll find out after this next jump. Whoa, big jump. Hey, look at that, it didn't turn off. You little beauty. Oh, this has definitely got speed. Nice. Tyres are, I'm actually happy with the tyres. I really do not like the suspension setup on this. It is awful. And the servo, not happy with it. It's not so much its speed, it's more its strength. 9 kilos just isn't enough. The speed of it is pretty standard for an RTR. I don't have too many complaints about that. But the fact that I'm having trouble centering it and I'm overcorrecting the car constantly, that's getting annoying. Alright, let's go around the bend. Let's see what happens now. Oof. Good speed, good speed. I like the speed on 4S. You can see how I'm having to be real careful going around the bend because the servo just doesn't hold. Yeah. Suspension and servo can really play a big problem in the car. You can see it bouncing around everywhere. The back end is sagging like crazy. Not impressed with the suspension at all. Oh, just bouncing all over the place. Come on. Oh, nice. I mean, it's a good car. It's got a lot of good potential. The tyres are really good. You know, it's holding up okay. I'm not really complaining about the design of the car or anything like that. It's, oh, you see, look. I just think there's a couple of really big key components that are letting it down at the moment. Suspension setup and servo, I think, are the two biggest factors. Oof. Thought I was going to end badly then. Alright, come on, make the turn. Nice. Speed is good. I really like the speed. So far, durability's been fine. Again, with the nose up. If it's going nose up, I wonder if it'll do a backflip on 4S. Let's find out. Alrighty. Yeah, see? Good power, good speed. I really don't have any complaints about that. Oh, clears that jump, no problem. Holds the wheelie. Now let's see what we can do. 4S backflip. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. Even though the suspension... Oh! What is that? What happened there? What was that? I heard a very, very, very ugly noise. Let me zoom out here. I don't know what that was. We are going to find out. It sounded like gearing or something. What's happened? Yeah, okay, so the motor has moved. You won't be able, oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll try and zoom in here. So, let me see. I'll get the antenna out of the way. Come on, camera. Focus a little bit for me, will you? That would be good. Okay, so the motor has moved, and what you heard is the gear mesh not being set correctly. So I got to set the gear mesh again. Lucky I got a little toolkit in my pocket. We'll fix this up and we'll keep going. Alrighty, car's good again. Those motor mount screws were barely tight. I was able to undo them very, very easily. So they were not tight at all. When I get home, I'm going to have to fix that up. Not just that, but they're using these 2mm hex screws on there, which I don't like using 2mm hex screws on motor mounts like that because it's really hard to tighten it properly. So I'm going to have to modify that somehow. Hopefully I'll be able to find something that works a little bit better. But alright, let's finish off this battery. Whew. That poor old chassis is thinking, shocks, do your job, and the shocks are like, nah, not today. You can just cop a big slap of gravel to your face every time we land. Again, with the nose up, especially with the heavier pack, the 4S, it's definitely having a bit of trouble keeping that nose down. So very tail heavy in the air. But it does allow you to do things like that, which is cool. Good speed though, good power, I'll give it that. The motor and ESC combo is actually pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just not happy with the servo and the shocks. Definitely could have been done a little bit nicer. I think one of my rear tyres might be a little bit off balance. Oof. You can see the suspension now is really playing a bit of a problem because how the car is swaying and behaving, because that extra weight, the rear sags and it carries on, it gives too much, it moves too quickly, especially with the springs. Ooh, oh jeez, that was never going to go for a backflip. I hit the brakes and then I had to accelerate again to level it out. That was lucky. That was really lucky. All right, let's go again. That time we did it. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like it. I know I've been complaining about it for a while, but ow, I just copped a freaking pebble to my forehead all the way from back there. The thing is, I like this car because A, it's really cheap. I mean, we're talking about, I think this from Banggood is like $400 Australian, which is cheap for a 1/8 scale 4x4 truggy. This is cheap, especially since it comes with a battery. Very, very good. It has a lot of good potential. Definitely has some potential. Battery tray is going to be a challenge to try and modify the battery tray to fit slightly bigger batteries. I'm talking just slightly, or at least be able to put two 2S packs in there comfortably, which I can't do at the moment. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. Finding 4S brick packs that fit as well, that's also going to be a bit of a problem. Although I have found one, but I need to get more. So yeah, that's a bit of a letdown. Tyres, I'm pretty happy with the tyres so far. They're not bad. I think suspension and servo are really kind of hindering my full opinion of them so far. I think the suspension and the servo are worse than the tyres are. But overall, I mean, this thing jumps pretty well, although it is a little bit tail heavy. But it's got good speed and it's fun. You know, when you take into account the price, it is fun. You do need a little bit of work to do to it though. Changing out servo and, oh there we go, LVC. Changing out the servo and of course your shock oil. Not a lot of people want to do that. Alright, so there we go. First run on 3S and 4S for the Zombie 8E. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And as always, check out the video description for more information on the car. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you next time. Woohoo!